Уважаемые дамы и господа, нас сетило принимает участие в нашей работе нашего Конгресса комиссар комитета Европарламента Heidi. Уважаемые господа, прошу вас. Также принимает участие в работе нашего Конгресса сенатор Литовского Сейма Витас Купчинскас. Прошу вас, пожалуйста. Ничего не видно. Ну что, господа, начнем тогда нашу работу в этом составе. Первым выступит приветственным словом госпожа Heidi для открытия нашего конгресса. Слово.
Can you hear me? Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, dear organizers of this Congress, I hope you can all understand the interpretation to Russian, because I will be speaking briefly in English. I very much admire the courage and persistence of the organizers of this event, which has been under so much pressure and intimidation. I myself, I felt it's my ethical duty to participate in the honorary committee of this event. I know how difficult the situation of the Chechen diaspora is, and it has not become easier during the past 8 years, which have passed since the last Congress in Copenhagen. The diaspora is scattered all around the world. There are different ideologies, different approaches, but why I want to support this event is that I know the organizers since many years, and I trust very much of their integrity. And I'm deeply saddened to hear that the Polish authorities should have fallen under pressure and arrested one of the main figures of this Congress, Ahmed Sakayev. I know Mr. Sakayev since many years, and I completely trust his integrity. And I'm saddened by the fact that a European Union member state has not seen that his case has been dealt with in 2 European Union member states already in earlier years. The Danish legal authorities came to the conclusion that there were no grounds for the arrest warrant and extradition request. I remember very well that in Denmark, many people said that the judges would have lost their jobs if they had gone for this request. And then obviously in the United Kingdom, his case was very thoroughly treated in a court, and then he got asylum. And I'm ashamed that a European Union member state has not let him come freely to this important event. And let me remind you that the freedom of assembly is today under threat in many countries. And I believed that the freedom of assembly in a European Union member state would not be hindered in this brutal way. So my admiration to the organizers, and I feel it's my duty to stand here today. I have always been involved in the work with yourselves for search of a peaceful solution to the violent conflict which has plagued the Northern Caucasus for many, many years and which has its historic roots. And I remember very well where I was standing and walking when I heard the news that the last democratically elected president of Chechnya, Aslan Masharov, was killed. I was standing in the middle of East Berlin by what used to be the Berlin Wall. It was March, the weather was very sad, and I felt that a lot of the possibilities were collapsing at that very moment. But I think it's very important that in this situation where peace is not prevailing in Northern Caucasus, where Chechnya is not peaceful, democratic, where the whole region is plagued by violence and disappearances and brutal violence by security organizations, we continue to search for solutions to find peace. And we can only find peace if all the parties respect human rights. Now I have the possibility to stand here as the chairwoman of the Subcommittee on Human Rights of the European Parliament, which is a great privilege. And I've just been 3 weeks ago to North Ossetia. I've been to Ingushetia on a mission with my colleagues, and we are determined. We come back to the European Parliament with ideas on how we can raise awareness of the suffering of people in the North Caucasus, including Chechnya. And I very much hope also that we can work with our distinguished colleagues in the Parliamentary Assembly of the Council of Europe in Strasbourg, because we share the same view that this conflict, as it is continuing, should be stopped, and people deserve peace and stability in their everyday lives. So thank you very much for this opportunity to stand here with you today.
Уважаемые дамы и господа, представляем слово Витасу Купчинскому, депутату Сейма Литовского.
Dear friends, I am need to say any words from member of Parliament of European Union, Professor Vytautas Landsbergis. Dear participants of World Chechen Congress, Warsaw, I welcome you to wish fruitful work and solidarity, benefits for your proud, liberty-loving, mass-suffering and despair people. You always do affirm your will to live and disagree, despair, that your animals challenge a message both in history and now. Decades ago, nobody knew in Europe the name of your nation, but today it is well known. The price for that appearance was terrible, as was your destiny and to recent colonial wars for Chechnya. Now Europe looks in a remotest part Caucasus with still too limited concern, but it will change. Your effort as Congress and consolidate Chechens all over the world in the name of peace and your land and several of nation and honest and needing for all Europeans. Be united and save your children. My sincerely, Vytautas Landsbergis, Lithuania. I say in any words in Russian. Дорогие гости, дорогие члены этого Конгресса, от литовской парламентарной группы Чечения, Литва. Я хотел поздравить всех в этом конгрессе, сказать большое спасибо